Okay, on the last time of Dungeons and Dragons, Grave of Man. After winning a battle against the Slod, well, I wouldn't necessarily say win per se. It sort of laughed itself off the side of a cliff into an abyss. But in any case, we decided to investigate the remains of my captors, the assassins that were sent by Prince Bayezid. And they had a scroll on them, giving instructions as to like the bounty on my head, apparently. And there was a dagger on them. It was a peculiar dagger, very similar to the appearance of the one that I currently have. And we found that if we used it to slash the air, we could open rifts to other realms. And we found that, unfortunately, the majority of the ones that we unlocked ended up going to hellish places. One was an endless prairie or savanna with giant beasts. But then, as soon as Greg started slashing around a bit more, a celestial being, another inevitable, came out of nowhere, snatched the dagger from us, crumpled it to little pieces, and then left us at that. So there was that way out, torn away from us. Then we decided to go check out that house in the other corner. And there were these 3 necromancers. And they were playing dead in an undead kind of way. And it was then that we were able to finally negotiate with them, ask them, hey, how long have you been here? And apparently they had been there for centuries, if not thousands of years, just waiting for an opportunity to get back to Zagnoth. And it was then that we were able to open up the rift that originally, I suppose, Drez and Greg had come through with Skitter. I was able to use my void sword to open the rift further, allowing us to get back into the druid sanctuary. And the necromancers came along with us, because apparently they have a beef with fellow necromancer Vivi, especially after she betrayed us. Grr. So, after swimming about in the flooded druid base, we're able to make our way to the tree, which was fortunately growing through the roof. That gave us an avenue to reach the surface. Oh, and by the way, Greg was a bouncing ball half the time. It was rather amusing. I had him sort of as a balloon at the end of the carpet rope. But and after a couple mishaps there, we were finally able to get up the tree. It turns out it was a token that made him into a balloon, or levitate in a way. So here we are. I don't know if have we met up with Skitter again, or he said that he was just going to make his way back to Zagnoth with
Skitter
Merrick.
is going to join you guys somehow.
Yes, he's in good standing with Merrick.
Instead, we have our new pal, Lofty.
Also,
never mind.
that hole is minuscule, and where's the tree coming out of it?
We came out of the hole.
Sorry. Yeah, there should be a giant tree in this. Here, give me a second. there actually should be a giant tree that extends. Get out of the way, you shits.
I was like, where are the upper branches? Where? Oh, okay.
Deal with it.
All right.
Fine.
I'd rather us just play the game. There we go. I'd rather us just play this instead of wait another hour for you to draw tree branches.
No, I'm not.
No, here we go. I'll help.
No, once the campaign is started.
Tall.
Once the campaign is started, then most of the art assets swiftly switch over to hack job and. What is that?
It kind of looks like a Korok. This is supposed to be a tree branch.
Okay, kind of looks like a.
You found me.
It makes. You guys found the party tree. He's dead. There are no parties in Zagnoth.
There we go. We'll give him the DreamWorks face too.
So you guys have.
One eyebrows raised.
Yeah. Good recap, Lauren. You remembered 100% more than I did.
Yeah. Before this started, I was like, I don't remember anything that happened last time apart from the fact that Greg was a balloon. Okay. So you guys climb out of this hole that you made in the ceiling. And yes, there's a tree that still extends up. I totally forgot about that. And you're in a not a very small room. It's actually, what is it? It's like 40 feet across.
But we're still underground?
Yeah, you guys...
For goodness sake.
It's like kind of a mix of stone walls, what looks like tree, and dirt. It kind of looks like somebody organically grew a dungeon or a fortress or something. And that's what you're inside. So,
technically, if we dig our way out east or west, we might pop out the side of this thing. This could very well be a giant tower.
You could. You haven't really seen Zagnoth from the outside much, and not from, like, too far removed of a position. Oh, right, Greg's still out cold because he got walloped by something for a ton of damage.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Was that because he fell down after... he was tied up because the rope had wrapped around him?
No, it wasn't that. Something... Did you guys fight something that did damage to him, or...?
No. Last thing that happened is I pulled us up.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Greg probably fell unconscious at least once or twice.
But that's
I
just
thought he
the
got
average.
hit by something and took a ton of damage.
Well, I thought that he lost his levitation.
Let me look at my
got wrapped up in
hit points. I currently have...
Doesn't he fall unconscious in most sessions?
93 hit points, so I think I'm okay.
Yeah, I think it's when you deflated, you fell back down, but it wasn't like a full fall. Now that I'm thinking about it, because you were underwater. So even if I had made the mistake of making you fall unconscious from taking a hard fall, it would have been like 10 feet into water, and then you would have been fine.
Everything's fine.
Yeah. So anyway, you guys are... you guys are in this chamber. My entire audience is insisting that Greg is quite unconscious, and I vaguely remember it, but I can't remember why. So Greg wakes up. If he wasn't conscious,
and
he's
he can
awake
taste
now.
Everything.
He's awake and he's at full health. Sounds good to me.
It's gross.
I mean, I have largely not mentioned this, but you still have that like weird bond with old Fish Face.
Yeah, but I think that's really overpowered, so I'm only going to use it if I need it.
Yeah. I only mentioned...
the beast.
Oh, the dead god who won't ever shut up.
Oh.
Except when he does shut up, which is kind of nice.
He's been pretty quiet.
Yeah, but I mean, pretty quiet, even a little bit of quiet. I don't know.
He speaks every now and then. It's just like, oh my god, do you ever shut up?
What's exactly providing light for us? Like, should I use my light cantrip to make a light?
Okay, so it's actually reasonably well lit. There's some kind of like bioluminescent something or other. It really does look like this was a... actually, make investigation checks or perception checks or whatever. Kind of light ones. You're not going to get anything specific probably. But it'll flavor what you see.
Alright, mine is flavored with talc.
Yep.
You're just eating rocks?
Okay, so Drezenalar, you more or less get a good feel for this room. This room was probably meant for like meditation and stuff. There are even some like little mats underneath some of the rubble. But it looks like whatever happened to this room kind of messed it up. And it was abandoned. You can actually see a doorway to the north on the other side of the horribly stretched out tree. But it is half collapsed and covered in rubble. Like, it looks like an earthquake or something destroyed the northern half of this room.
Before we meta point here, Wander sounds a little bit roomier, like a little bit of echo or boom. I mean, it might not be close enough. There we go.
Yeah, I might just be leaning back a little bit. I'm tired.
There we go. That's much cleaner sounding. Okay, I just wanted to double check that. Well, anyway, as I was saying, I'm gonna dig through some of the rubble. I'm gonna dig through some of the rubble to try and find one of the mats.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't take too long. It looks like they were kind of all over the place. Okay.
Can we, like, reveal
No. Darkness is wall.
Oh, this is a wall?
Greg.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I've changed the art style a little bit here. There's some passages coming off of this that I can't reveal. But I'm changing the style to kind of this like weird outer pattern.
Ooh.
Yeah. This is just faster. I'd rather spend my
I
time
mean,
making
it's
cool
cleaner for me
monsters.
to know like what's unexplored versus like what's explored but impassable. So
Yep.
I give it a +1. Anyway, Greg is gonna start meditating.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna say metagaming.
What kind of meditating? Are you going for like empty mind or introspective or communing with nature?
Historical.
Historical. Okay.
I meditate on the past.
Okay, Greg passed or the past?
Greg as a child passed.
Okay. You know what? You field this one. What was Greg like as a child? I could give you an answer, but at this point, I think you have full ownership of Greg.
Alrighty. Well,
I mean,
Greg remembers what it was like growing up as the runt of the litter, at a staggering, what I want to say, 6.5 feet tall. Anyway, all of his brothers, whenever they killed something, they never let him have any of the meat. The only thing that'd be left over would be like the toes and the feet and stuff like that. So Greg had to learn how to be crafty and intelligent. So that's how Greg became the smartest person in his family. So Greg tricked all of his brothers into falling into a death pit. And then when his parents asked him, hey, what happened to, like, I guess if we're going with the name of Greg, we're gonna go with names like Chris, and Zach, and Doyle. Yeah, what happened to those guys? Well, Greg never said. And that's how Greg became #1 in the family.
Is this a reverse, like, Technicolor Dreamcoat story?
Wait, what?
Did anyone die in the Technicolor Dreamcoat?
No, but they tossed him in a pit
They
for a while.
tossed him in a pit, and then
So
he got adopted by the Egyptians, and then...
So instead, Greg tossed all his siblings in a pit and then got adopted by a warlord.
Yeah, that's basically how it worked out. So, Gruck, at the time, it was like my friend, my buddy, my mentor. He saw that I had potential as being a murderous machine, and he liked that about me. So he kind of helped me get my feet under me, learn how to become the strongest and the best, and that began my life of crime. Good times. I miss Gruck.
I'm pretty sure Gruck misses his youth. More than you do.
Just thinking back to
those
when
were
I was the
simpler
only
times.
person trying to keep him alive during the entire Gruck must die phase of the campaign. I was the only person healing him and taking care of him for like 3 episodes straight. That's how he just kept trying to die.
So anyway, Greg does not understand the point of meditation, so I assume he just said all of this out loud while holding like a funky pose.
You notice that the lich necromancer dudes have been listening with rapt attention. They don't have TV in that, like, weird dimensions, so they're starved for entertainment. And
Anyway,
other
did I ew. Anyway, did I get like any bonus points out of that one?
You let them die?
Let who die?
All of your siblings. You put them in a pit, and what?
He didn't let them die, he killed them.
But
Don't paint him as an underachiever.
Yeah, I killed them. Listen to Drez over here. I mean, what's the big deal? I was the runt. You know what they do to runts in bugbear clans, right? I would have been turned into a necklace. And a rug. My skull would have been the necklace. My everything else would have been the rug.
This is a moment where I'm truly, truly happy to still be a Triton.
Anyway,
Yeah,
the
the
stupid meditation didn't do a goddamn
Eternal
thing.
War is a great
So
way
Greg,
to grow up.
stands up, picks up the meditation map and mat, and just chucks it down the hole in rage.
You hear a distant splash.
Stupid enlightenment.
Stupid enlightenment.
Anyway, is this a cliff? I can't tell what the green
It's rubble, right?
brown boundary is.
The green is grass, and the brown is dirt.
Okay, so this is passable terrain.
So,
Got it.
yeah, it gets difficult when you hit the brown. It really does look like the ceiling caved in here.
Alright. Drez, you want to use one of the prayer mats or whatever they were? I mean, they don't really help you learn anything.
What prayer mats?
I mean, the thing I was just like,
When did
on.
those become a thing?
I don't know, man. I regret asking. Once again, you gotta work on your conversational skills, bro. Greg is gonna explore this right side.
Okay.
Meanwhile, on the inside, Drez is thinking if he ever stops to contemplate anything, he might collapse.
So, Greg, you're searching around. Let's see, is there anything particularly remarkable in this room? Oh, okay. You find, you actually, after kind of picking around in that area, it doesn't take you too long, but you can kind of see just the bare glimpse of a bit of a corridor kind of leading away on the other side of some rocks.
Bear glimpse.
Yeah. Let's see. The other thing you notice while you're doing it is that the dirt's vibrating.
That's
Greg, like, puts his paw down on the dirt to try and, like, see how fast it's vibrating. Like, is it like a buzzy clip, or is it like a...
I mean, it feels like a train's coming.
Huh. Hey! Hey!
Huh?
Lauren,
Yeah?
I found a passage.
Okay.
You should walk through it first.
Mm,
I just trust your ability to say things more than me.
okay, so do I hear this thrumming as well?
He hasn't told you
Roll
about
an
it, so no. You have no
I'll
idea.
have to roll an investigation. Alright, please.
Okay.
Oh.
So you find the hole, but you don't find the sand. You're not looking for it, and
Okay.
you're directed towards the hole specifically.
I will... Let's see. Do I still have the goggles from Skitter?
Yeah, you should. One of you two has it, because you
I
took it
think-
off Skitter after he saw live Sword of Birth.
Oh, yeah, I think I have them.
Yeah. Yeah, Greg did, because he had the living arrows.
Yep.
Okay.
You want the Nox? I hand her the Nox.
Oh. Oh, wait. You still have the rocks? The bag of rocks?
No, the Nox. The goggles. The binoculars. The Nox.
The binocs. I see. Okay. So I will...
I'm gonna kill the Korok, by the way. It's distracting me with its stupidity.
It's all you can think about anymore.
Oh, no! The
Okay.
face is all that's left.
So I will send my mage hand out again.
Okay.
With
you can't
some stuff.
fit through. Like, you can barely see. I assume the mage hand has to, like, fit through a thing, yeah? Or is it just, like, totally...
Let me see how large a mage hand is.
Because my assumption is a mage hand would still have to fit through a hand-sized hole to get anywhere. I could be wrong. That's just my, like, mental picture of the thing that is like a little horsey hand. Actually, rule of cool requirement. What would your mage hand look like?
You can use the hand to manipulate an object, open and unlock door container, store or retrieve items.
No, this is... Okay, this is actually
contents.
something I was reading about that I'd like to implement for further campaigns.
Oops.
For a lot of, like, basic bread and butter spells, your characters probably would develop some kind of style. You know, Magic
Yeah.
Missile probably varies from mage to mage. So what does your mage hand look like? Because things are probably going to see it every once in a while, and that's kind of important.
Oh,
It's like a Patronus.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
expecto
it's sort of
patronus.
transparent.
smug-ass
I would
tree.
say sort of blue-purple and well, shaped like a hand.
Okay, so you just have a disembodied floating hand, no like.
And for the record, the hand doesn't. The spell doesn't say the hand conjures at you.
Oh, okay.
It just says it has a range of 30 feet and it appears.
Okay, so you can summon the hand on the other side of the rubble, but you can't touch anything to get the goggles working.
Oh, so you mean it can't fit through the hole? We have to make the hole larger?
You probably, yeah.
Okay, even just a little bit larger would help. Can I...
Drez, make a perception check while she's doing this, by the way.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You are keeping watch.
At that wall.
Yeah, man, that is very average equip.
Okay, well...
Need help with the making that thing bigger?
Yeah, if it's just hand size, then I could fit the mage hand through, and then we'll be able to see what's on the other side with the goggles.
Pow! I hit it with the mattock.
Okay, so the boulder more or less crumbles. The mattock is real good against basic stonework. Especially when it's destructible objects.
Okay, so how large is the hole?
You can easily fit a rock through at this point.
Okay, go mage hand with the rock.
Okay, so you start exploring in this area. And you more or less send the seeing eye rock.
It can go up to 30 feet.
Yeah. So you can kind of get it in here. In fact, you can generally see this whole area. It looks like you see like a little bit of a bed before you. Well, let's see. How far does this mage hand go? Oh no, you can straight up. Okay.
Okay.
So you follow. It's a fissure in kind of the ground and the trees and whatnot. And you find what looks to be kind of a barracks. You've seen a number of these at this point. And it's got... Give me a second.
As soon as it glimpses the druids, it hides behind...
Okay, make a stealth check.
Okay. Stealth.
You see, actually a full complement of druids hanging out in here.
Do they seem alerted by the Maddox?
No, they actually
crack?
look like they're resting.
They're resting?
Yeah. I should probably roll perception checks, though, just because. But yeah, it looks like they're actually just laying down and having a nap. Let's see.
Okay, what are their perceptions? Did they hear the Maddox?
Okay, so
because my stealth's pretty good.
They did. Two of the ones nearest look down the fissure with unease. They don't do anything immediately. And then you hear a really, really loud noise. Drez, make a reflex save or a dex save.
Oh boy.
That's a terrifying sentence.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. So this thing comes popping out of the wall.
Like from
Oh, good. It happened to Drez.
Tremors.
Just out of the wall?
Yeah, it kind of seems to just swim through rock and stone. So it just kind of
It's a Zergling.
It
Oh
just
my
kind of
God.
smoothly pops out. Yeah, you got a weird
Somebody's
Zerg
celebrating
monster.
the fact that a new Tremors movie came out this week.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I had no
Literally
idea.
this week.
This
It's
is-
called A Cold
is it
Day in
good?
Hell.
It's on Netflix.
on
I've seen it there.
It's-
I haven't
it's
seen
Tremors
it yet.
6.
I haven't.
It's the
I know.
sixth one.
Are there
I
giant flying ass blasters in it?
Okay, so I'm gonna reveal this because you can actually
wait. Who was celebrating?
you can actually see there's like a chamber behind this thing as it smashes through the wall and tries to bite you.
Oh boy.
And I've been a big fan of
It's
Tremors.
very
because
big.
We had the Kevin Bacon one, the original, on VHS at home.
And
I
in
like to
fact,
watch it.
this is quite possibly the largest living creature you have ever seen.
Even bigger than the thing that guarded the train?
And the
The
beast?
demon? No, this thing is straight up bigger. That thing was kind of lanky. This thing is massive.
Ah.
Greg lets out a mighty
And then
On
rolls
seeing
for
it.
initiative.
That's fucked. I'm in a bad place.
Yay, it didn't happen to me.
Oh, good.
Somebody
What
else
a
falls
great
unconscious. Oh, good. It didn't happen to me either.
Maybe I'll Drax it. I'll get swallowed whole and burst out as a dragon.
Okay, what is this thing's? Oh, goody.
I wouldn't chance that, though. Stomach acid's a nasty thing.
Well. Let's see. I guess I should probably roll initiative for the liches. They're real slow.
And yet faster than Drez.
Listen, a surprise happened.
Yeah, you got surrendered. Anyway, so Greg, this thing, more or less, as you guys are trying to figure out what's on the other side of the hole, a new hole opens up in a different location. Surprise! Drez screams like a little newt.
Like a little newt.
Yeah.
This raises additional questions.
Anyway, so what do you do?
Alrighty. Greg, this is the first time I've had combat in a while. Or since I gained my newfound powers of being able to attack 3 times in a single turn!
He says out loud.
Greg runs forward, very animatedly, and says, "Attack X3!"
Oh, no.
Okay. So you actually hit with all 3 of them.
Ah.
And you take chunks off the thing. Sort of. It almost seems like it's kind of covered in like a layer of extra.
Oh no, the DM learned from the last fight.
You notice things are kind of sloughing off as you hit it. Let's see, that's 50 damage? 50. Okay. And so as those things kind of fall off, they start to, like, jiggle and quake and move.
Oh, no.
Oh no!
It's one of those things that perpetually sloths off smaller versions of itself.
No, actually, you recognize these things. These are like the little wispy things you've been dealing with this entire
the
time.
little skull wispies? Oh,
Yeah,
I hate
little-
those bastards.
Wait, skull wispies? Or
Yeah, the little skull wispies pop off. Or out of the bits. And so, before you know it, you've got 4 of them hanging out in the room with you. They'll act when the worm no, I'll roll them separate.
Greg, we can't use physical means of defeating this thing, or else our enemies will multiply.
Oh. Huh. That was remarkably insightful.
And incredibly
I'm just-
specific. What a time to unlock 3 attacks.
It's okay. I can always use chromatic orb 3 times, and then I need to come up with something else. But that's for future Greg to figure out.
Okay. I'm gonna have to remember which of these wispies come in which rounds. Because they take a full cycle to activate. Anywho, let's see. So, the worm does not appreciate this. It's gonna bite, Greg. Oh, that's the wisp.
This has turned out surprisingly lucky so far.
Alright, I think that misses?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to get out of the way of its mouth. But you do get the very distinct feeling it could probably eat you pretty quick. Let's see. And
Am I
Alarm,
covered in
it's
worm
your turn.
slobber?
Yes.
Okay.
Just by sheer proximity, both of you guys are getting slimed.
Ew.
Wait, a 26 misses or a 20?
20.
Which
The 26 was
Oh,
the
okay.
initiative order for the wisps.
Oh, okay. I got very confused. Wow, those are fast wisps.
Yeah, they have
Yeah.
28 dexterities.
I was actually kind of terrified, like a +9 to hit. Oh, it does have a +9 to hit. Oh, goody. That's bad.
Okay. I will use polymorph on the worm.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, I want to make it super tiny and manageable.
That's
Sure.
reduced.
Wisdom save.
Okay.
And if it tries to get a good roll...
Well, it fails.
Yay! Goodbye, worm.
Oh, no. Okay, it actually has a plus... It has a +4 to wisdom, but it still fails. Okay, so you shrink it down into... What are you shrinking it down into?
It's going to be as small as a shoe.
Okay, so you have a little shoe-sized worm that is currently trying to devour Greg's shoe.
Oh, no.
Can I rush forward and put it in my jar? It can keep the other worm company. Wait, no, then it would break out of the jar in an hour, and that wouldn't be good.
Yeah, that would be a surprise.
Yeah, you don't want to carry a boss in your fucking inventory.
Hey, but
you already did!
We'll just see what happens.
We could set it on our enemies, and it would be awesome. But we'd have to do so in an hour.
Greg is deeply convinced of this plan now. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it!
By the way, just so you know, this thing is really long. Like, you shrank it down to the size of a shoe.
Yeah?
It's real long.
Like the longest shoe.
Yeah.
Wait, how long is a long shoe?
It makes clown shoes look like they're made for petite people.
Okay, so it won't fit in a jar.
No, it will. You just have to coil the little sucker up a bunch.
Coil me.
As you said, the size of a shoe. He's pretty thin, considering the length. Anyway. So you now have a jar of boss.
Can you shrink him down?
We need to throw it at the next boss. We just need to speed run to the next boss and then throw this one at him.
Why is he next to me?
We only have to beat one boss.
Am I really just gonna jar him up?
You have a jar of boss.
That's what you said you were gonna do.
It's yours.
Yay!
Now you just need to figure out how to befriend it before it turns back into being a normal monster.
Well, don't you
Do you
have
think
that?
we can just talk to it?
Drez, don't you have that skill that you can equip that allows you to make a creature, bend to your will forever? Like a year? Well, maybe not forever, but for an entire year. Isn't it Gias or something?
I don't have it on me.
Oh, okay.
But that number sounds crazy. I don't know if that number is accurate.
I was reading about it. It was a spell that I could choose. And then I thought that it would be too OP because I already have a bunch of abilities that allow me to end boss battles like this.
Drez is your turn.
I have a suggestion.
Yes, lasts 30 days, but you can only compel them once a day to do something.
Oh.
Can we eat it?
But that wouldn't be
Can
good.
we
What if
eat
the
it?
pieces of it become normal sized in your stomach?
No, we cook it first.
That doesn't.
If you do damage to a polymorph creature, it just turns back to normal.
Yeah. So we're just gonna. Yeah, we're gonna keep it in this jar, and it will be happy for a little while. Well, maybe not happy, but it'll. Yeah.
You do know that polymorph is concentration as well.
Yes, I'll have to keep.
So don't ever forget, otherwise, like,
will explode.
Lauren, don't ever. Greg gets into Lauren's face with this. Like, you need to make sure that you never forget to focus on like this thing, otherwise the thing's gonna explode.
You have to concentrate on concentration.
Sort of brusque approach nearly distracts me. What? No, I'm not gonna.
Also, any damage you take might break the concentration.
Okay.
Oh boy.
God.
Keep those little skull things off of me, and we'll find a way to discard this.
Oh right, we're still in combat.
Yeah, so while you guys are discussing, one wisp is valiantly trying to zap Drez, who seems completely unaware. And then the liches are getting murked by the wisps.
Oh no!
One of them looks half dead already.
Well, yeah, they're already partially dead.
I mean, like, he's got quite the nasty.
Half-deader.
Yeah, he's all well. Shoot. Yeah, I guess. How do you get more dead as an undead? Well, he's getting there.
Just become actually dead.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, what's the halfway point between undead and dead? Undead? Well, no, undead is
approaching
just
dead.
Yeah, I don't know. Exponentially closer to dead. Let's see.
It's like, your jaw's falling off and, yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so Greg, now that you've realized combat is happening again, it's your turn.
Alrighty. Well, I was gonna cast spells, but that's hard, so instead I'm gonna whack these things because I don't need to think that hard about it. Whack! Oh god, it already started!
Literally your first action.
Roll it!
Oh no, that's right next to me. It better not be anything bad, or else this.
Oh, this one's bad.
I'm gonna have
This
to.
one's bad.
Can I chuck the jar with the critter?
This one's bad. No,
into that
no.
hole so that it becomes large in the.
God, no.
Wait. 84. That's invisibility.
That's
It is invisibility.
Yeah.
invisibility
so
on yourself. That's
no.
on everyone
No.
else.
No, you have an invisible wisp.
Okay. Well, that's
Okay.
not the worst thing that could have happened.
It's an invisible exploding wisp.
Yeah.
What?
Oh.
Wait, it's exploding?
You hear kind of a high-pitched whine. Remember, it's not just invisibility, it's explosive invisibility.
Alright, I can't really kill anything here, so...
That is the most confusing description to have.
I'm gonna use war magic to cast Chromatic Orb, which is
Which you
I
definitely
use a
say out
ranged
loud.
spell attack. Yes, Chromatic Orb. I've been watching a lot of JoJo. All right. Well, I don't hit a goddamn thing, so there you are. Chromatic Orb.
Okay.
It was so a ball of lightning goes hurling like, she.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Alarin, you're holding onto the jar. It is vibrating wildly as this thing is vigorously trying to consume the jar.
Wait, it
Trying
can
to
eat the
consume
jar?
it.
It's trying.
Okay.
This thing has yet to run into something that it could not eat, so it's a little bit pissed off right now.
Well, I'll give you something to eat. Come
What- wait,
on,
what is
that?
Wormy.
No, wait, what are you doing?
I'm gonna
What
run
are you
out here.
doing?
I'm
Okay.
gonna find something or someone to unleash this on.
You run into I would say it's
Oh,
an
no.
unremarkable cavern, but there is stuff in there.
Ooh, stuff.
Oh look, there's a lofty.
What is that?
Wait, and this
It's a
is
lofty.
is this really
What
a
does that
dead end?
mean?
Is this where it came from? There should be a hole
So
where it emerged.
there are half collapsed tunnels. So like you could maybe kind of excavate them and like go through them, but it would take some time. Like it looks like this thing popped out of the ground here, kind of dug around a little bit, and then decided to sneak attack Drez.
Is there anything down there?
No, like you would have to break out the shovels.
Okay. Drat. I thought this was gonna lead me somewhere else.
Make a perception check.
Also, that was definitely just drawn by me on a whim.
Perception.
That's not a GM.
Okay, you can hear that high-pitched whining noise is getting close to you.
From the soil? Or is it the
no,
worm?
no, it's you know like the sound of a mosquito? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like that, but it's infinitely more worrisome.
Oh man.
Okay. Anyway, that's your turn.
Yeah.
See, the wizards are going to just switch back to magic missile because I don't know what else they'd cast right now. Okay, so they take out theirs. And Drez, it's your turn.
It occurs to me I don't think I've had a turn yet.
No, it's your turn now.
Whoops.
You seemed very preoccupied with discussing the whole worm situation. So I figured Drez just was paying no attention to the wisp that couldn't hit him.
I mean, it can't. It can't hit me.
It has to roll a 15 or higher to get at you, which is... I've been rolling
Asking a lot.
solidly in the 10s today.
That's a good start.
I rolled a 1.
Yeah. I mean, the sky is
I don't-
blue. At least during the day.
I don't know how to
Turns
feel
out
about that
hasn't
statement.
changed.
So, Drez, you have a wisp. It is trying to zap you.
It's probably not worth spending a spell on. I'm gonna hit it.
Okay.
Shit.
You miss.
Turns out meleeing's hard. I don't know how people do it.
You look at your stick with
Let's roll a
concern
20
and
next time.
confusion. Alright. Let's see. So you run over there. It is, well, I'd say it would follow, but then this thing kind of winks back into existence, and you all need to make reflex saves.
Oh no!
What winked back into existence?
By reflex, you mean dexterity?
Yeah. So, yeah.
Oh,
This thing,
that one, the exploding.
yeah, this was the
one.
the exploding one.
Oh no.
I didn't see it appear at first.
So dexterity saves?
Yeah.
It's invisible. Of course he didn't.
Yeah!
I mean, you would see it appear.
Lauren heard it, but couldn't make it away, and then you ran next to it. Okay, so both of you guys managed to dive out of the way, but you still take... let's see. You still take 25 damage apiece.
What?
Lauren, you need to... It's a fireball. This thing exploded. It detonates.
Okay. And then... Do I have to do a constitution, or what's the save for that?
I think it's a constitution check for concentration.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Can I just, like, chuck it as far away from me as possible before that happens?
Nope.
Oh boy.
Effectively.
Oh,
You did this intentionally.
No.
Yeah.
No, it was handed to me on the most silver of platters.
Oh no, I had a plan to instant kill it.
So...
why didn't you execute your plan then, nerd?
Because I had to get to it. And I was hoping the fight would end first. Jesus.
Both of you need to make another reflex save. Or a dexterity save. As a worm erupts from... Oh.
The jar.
Oh, no, hold on.
What?
I don't... Can't... Yeah, okay. I need to think about this. How big is this cavern?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That means I lose my necroworm. Goodbye, necroworm.
Okay, so
Unless the necroworm
Alarin,
burrowed
you
its
make
way
an
into
epic
that
combat roll out, and you still get
Ha!
smacked for it. But
Ouch!
Drez, you get fucking crushed.
Ow. We're off to a good start.
I don't know if I can calculate how much damage you take.
No! He has to turn into dragon form or something to save himself, or I don't know.
Because effectively, this thing's not supposed to be in one location. It's, this thing's supposed to be, it's like 100 feet long, or if not more. It's really long. And so, you take this thing, you coil it up, you put it in a jar, and then you...
and you pop it open.
It's the
like
world's...
a snake in a jar.
Yeah, it's the world's worst snake in a jar. Oh.
But did the necroworm burrow into it?
Oh, wait, you tossed the necro... Oh, fuck. You put the necroworm in this thing?
No.
When it was small?
I had the jar with the necroworm in it, and I'm like, that's the only thing I have. I'm gonna throw this in the jar with the necroworm.
Oh!
Oh, so both of them are out. Yay.
Wait, you threw it in with another creature?
Yeah.
Yes, the necroworm, the thing that we were never supposed to unleash, is now out. Ah, goodly puddly.
Maybe they'll eat each other?
No. It's glowing.
Wait, the worm is glowing?
Yeah.
With necrotic power?
You put it in a contained cell, like an occupied cell.
Yeah, it was all I had on me.
Oh, well. Dude,
I mean,
just roll with it, Drez.
I did spend like
I literally have to.
a second of thought to like the necroworm, and I'm like, if anything, the necroworm will just devour this worm and it will be okay. But if it
Question,
could
how is
its
concentration handled? Is it rounded up or down?
power. I don't know.
What do you mean by rounded up or down?
It was 25 damage, she rolled a 12.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I don't know.
Because somebody just pointed that out. I was rounding up, but in retrospect, I don't know.
I think it should be rounded down. I'm Googling it.
It says DC equals 10 or half the damage you take, whichever is higher.
Round down of a
Oh.
fraction. It says always round down.
Okay. So none of this happens.
None of it
Oh,
happened?
thank God. Oh, thank God.
That means I get my...
Yeah. So
HP back.
you still take
Oh.
take damage from the fireball. You guys both got nuked, but
I still
Shell
have-
manages to keep a hold on Polymorph and
Barely.
keep the jar. But you both get a very
Jesus.
vivid vision of Drez probably dying. Maybe.
in an alternative universe.
Yeah, like you have that
Meanwhile, in a
glimpse
parallel dimension.
of that parallel dimension. In fact, you think you hear Drez's dying words, whatever they are, just echo through that small possibility.
I
With
look
my
at,
last breath, I curse
Oh,
Greg.
I look at the two worms and I realize what I've done. I'm so sorry.
Let's see.
What are they doing together?
Oh no, it's glowing.
Okay.
It looks real. Like it looks real bad. You did something. You look at it and you regret probably.
Oh. An hour until
Drez,
the end
you
of the
see
world.
this. You see what she's done.
The amount of layered bad news going on here is kind of hard to comprehend.
Wait, hold on. Are the worms falling in love with each other in there
No.
or something?
No. The one worm
falling
infused
in
with the
love?
other worm to become mega worm.
Yeah.
Oh
two of 'em-
no.
The two have merged?
Well, like the
Oh, no.
the evil squiggle that came out of the zombie corpse, like the corpses become those things.
Yeah, those things that have been driving people into like weird.
Wait, is this the one you've just been holding on to for like
yeah.
the entire campaign?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I literally can't remember when you got it.
I got
When
it
you
in the
guys
mines.
were-
In the cave.
In the
Yeah.
mines.
Just before the sluicegate puzzle.
And I would pop it out whenever
Oh,
it
I
was
was gonna say like the one with the air quotes puzzle.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm still really proud of just how confused you guys got with that.
I just made the worst thing in existence. Oh no.
You definitely gave
The worst
the
thing since the sluice gate, at least.
you definitely gave him his I
Visions
guess
of
villainous
death?
transformation a little early.
God damn.
It's like if you met Tablemancer and handed him a gun, and it's like, all right, now we fight.
I feel like I have to put a stop to this.
Okay. So, I guess the last wisp rolls in smooth as you do and tries to zap Dress.
Stop it. After all this.
It misses.
It's like, ew.
But the invisible one's still out there?
No, it just blew up.
Oh, okay. It exploded upon death. I see. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's no way it survived a fireball of its own making. So it's,
Oh, right, it still needs to die.
yeah. Greg, it's your turn. You're on the other side of a tree.
Wait, no, it's my turn.
No, you ran into that room.
Didn't the wisp just attack me?
Yeah.
Oh, right,
it goes.
this is all one giant turn. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry, I was taken aback by
So the
my...
liches have to do
death.
that.
The vision of a Henderson had me confused for a while.
Yeah.
Whack, whack, whack.
Okay, you destroy it.
I did it!
Uh,
Greg starts flexing in victory.
Thank goodness, but look what happened. I show him the jar. It's glowing.
Ah, get that out of my face.
It merged with my necro worm, and now
What's up?
now
Lawrence showed me a thing. I didn't want to see it.
who told us never to release it?
I don't remember what it's...
I,
Yeah, I don't remember what it's from at all.
Liches.
I think an NPC did.
Yeah, an NPC
Somebody
did.
did.
Oh, the worm. You showed the worm to
Yeah.
somebody a while back.
Yeah, I did. I showed
Yeah.
it to multiple people throughout the campaign, and they always said, "Oh, that looks bad." Liches, necromancers.
Yeah, and you still held on to it for whatever godforsaken reason.
Well, they told me never to give it up.
I
Builds character.
well, that looks like a problem.
Yeah. Now these.
Were they more old? I don't really remember.
No, they were kind of silly.
Yeah, they were silly.
Okay.
So I had this necrotic worm thing. It's purple. It changes.
Oh yeah, we know what they are.
Yeah.
We made them.
You made them?
Of course we did.
How?
What? This is necromancy made easy. Just slip a little wormy in and bam, instant zombie.
Well,
Slip a little wormy in.
did I just make this creature into a zombie worm?
No, probably not. I mean, if anything, it ate the worm.
And then what will happen to it?
Who knows? We only ever tested it on people and bugbears. Anyway.
Wait, which one ate which one?
I think the worm that I polymorphed ate the mini worm.
Greg decidedly does not hear the word bugbears.
You mean they tested?
I think
they
hears
tested on
like
his brothers.
Gnomes.
mug flares.
Yeah.
Mugmen.
Mugmen.
Sure, gnomes.
Mugmen.
Mugmen. Yep.
You suddenly get an urge to play Cuphead again.
Oh no.
Wait, so were you helping the nobles?
What? What nobles?
The nobles on Zagnoth.
How did I roll another one? I've rolled I've rolled 3 things. I've rolled.
It's just you.
Well,
it's just you, Bert. Never change.
So Necromancers, who ruled Zagnoth when you created the worm?
We did. It was a haven for science and magic, and science magic.
Was this before or after the dwarves came in?
Ah, the dwarves. Curse them. Well, they drove us out of the city, and we, in our haste and our fear, we decided to skip the middle material plane entirely. Decided to hide out in the astral plane, or so we thought, and that's really the story.
Wait, so you guys predate the dwarves?
Of course we do. What? I mean, do we look like we age?
I suppose not. What kind of things did you leave behind in Zagnoth?
Well, I mean, pretty much everything. We had the robes on our back. The dwarves came in real fast. They had armies with them. They had.
Now, there are these obelisks scattered about Zagnoth. Are you familiar with them? They're made out of a black substance.
Yeah, we figured out how to use them. If you did just the right ritual formation, you could get rid of all your trash. No idea where it went.
Well, they just got teleported.
Great for disposing of bodies that we shouldn't have.
Alarin is seriously questioning whether or not they should be allied with these people.
These guys are chaotic evil. Straight up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why are we friends with them?
They just happened to want to get off the same plane as we did. And
Well, I also
kill
kind of
Vivi.
play alignments loose in this game. These are horrible people, but they're not...
I mean, so is Greg. So.
Yeah, they don't just straight up do bad things for the sake of doing bad things. They do necromancy because necromancy is awesome, according to them. Which makes them bad people.
To be fair, it is pretty awesome.
So, what will happen to this worm when it gets back to its normal
Well,
size?
that's a standard polymorph spell, right?
Yes.
Well, you got about... They check their non-existent watches. Oh, good 55 minutes before that thing goes off. Hopefully, we'll never see you again by that point.
Should we mail it to somebody we hate?
Well, it certainly would, certainly solve problems.
Alarin, do you have the chalk?
Wait, we're not giving this to Merrick.
The chalk.
I mean, I insulted him on accident once, so we have to burn that bridge.
He currently has all of our money, though, and has promised to give us more stuff. Later.
Alarin, why did you suggest giving me the chalk? That's stupid.
I might be able to delete it.
How?
How?
Can this work? I feel like we should just leave it in the hands of Wander to see if it works and just do it.
The jar is probably rocking back and forth as the
Oh yeah, no,
critters,
this thing,
like, violently
this thing is
fighting
making like a
against
little
it.
mini tornado in there of itself.
I'm going to ask Alarin to hand me the jar.
All right, just be careful with it, Drez. If this thing pops out, I mean, did you have that vision back there? The vision of your death. We don't want that occurring. Okay.
So I am going
hand
to
over the
cast
jar.
Wall of Force to create a sphere around the jar.
Oh.
Okay.
And I'm going to drop it down the hole.
What?
Wait, but what if the jar sustains damage?
Wait, no, he's gonna explode it inside of a wall of force, so it'll crush
it'll
itself
crush
into
itself.
a bloody ball.
Yeah,
Oh.
exactly. So, and I'm getting it away from us regardless by dropping it down
I think
the
you're gonna have to
hole.
make some rolls on this one.
And
man.
I'm going to ask Alarin to stop concentrating.
Okay.
Okay, I will lose concentration.
And somewhere down there, inside of a sphere of force, which cannot be passed through by physical objects or creatures.
All right. So you see it floating there, by the way. Like, it's not too far down. It's like 20 feet below you.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. And run.
Well, can we get through this hole? It needs to be bigger. I give Greg my pickaxe.
So
Matic, oh.
you guys start furiously digging. It.
We did this out of
how
order.
long-
Why'd you put the cart in front of the horse?
How
you
long
dick?
does the wall of force last? And 10 minutes. All right.
What? So you say that we're going to be swimming in guts soon?
So-
10
Get
minutes.
out of here.
So you guys are digging, and
Like an
you-
ocean of gore just expands out of
Well, so
Oh.
you hear one of the necromancers whistle, which more sounds like a. But
Ew. I'm picturing like flecks of flesh and shit flying out of its mouth.
we've seen some pretty
Oh.
sick shit over the years, but oh boy, that's a new one.
It's so gross you made a necromancer get sick. God damn. Oh. This campaign has opened my eyes to new levels of imagination.
I'm actually
Oh.
fairly certain you've broken some laws of physics here. That's real bad.
Listen, I'm a lizard folk. That's
You
been
guys
refraining
can
from
hear
eating
it, by
people
the
this
way.
entire campaign.
Can I squeeze through?
You know when you know, like when a water boiler is like heating up and it kind of has that rumble.
Oh.
So this thing is so pressurized, it is boiling.
Ew.
Wait, no. We need like another protection.
The liches are straight up relaying this to you. Like they are fascinated, more fascinated by this than you. I think escaping.
I mean, I can dimension Doris out-ish. I don't know how
Okay,
many
this
people I
is
can
getting
take
a-
with me. With
So you
This is getting
guys,
a little too...
how did you roll another one? By the way, Bird.
You know what?
I-
I'm gonna pass wall.
Just look at I've rolled 5 numbers that are red.
Yep.
I'm just gonna pass wall us.
Okay. So which way are you going? North.
yeah.
That way.
Okay. So
Okay.
you
We
just have
guys
a door now.
make it through the rubble. With time to spare, you've got about 8 minutes left.
Goodbye, both 5th level slots.
Okay. I'm gonna just get rid of the tree
You
because
were
it's
used
not
well.
Okay, so you guys, and reluctantly the necromancers, it looks like one of them is distracted by something.
Skitter's just mysteriously not around still, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have not seen Skitter, mainly because there's no easy point of entry for this place. I was making the map
Right.
and I was like, oh, there's no way Skitter can get in here.
So everyone in our group made it through, right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get rid of that pass wall.
Okay, so you get rid of the pass wall, and you guys are in this like little fissure area.
Guys, they're over up ahead where that light is. There's a bunch of druids in there asleep.
By the way, just a meta point. By continuing a creature that big in that small of a space, Drez may have created a black hole.
No.
Well, maybe not a black hole, but like
I mean, maybe
he made
a
like
bomb.
Yeah,
I think
no,
I think he made like a nuclear bomb.
You have
I
made
think for a black hole, you need to condense practically like a planet into that size.
He
Or
made like a
it's-
bomb for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, we want to not be here in about an hour, 10 minutes.
He made a very, very
You
powerful
you
bomb.
have 8 minutes.
8 minutes. We
Yeah.
have to get out of here. Okay.
All right.
And who wants to rapidly kill some druids in their sleep?
Yeep.
Okay.
Wait, what?
So
they're terrorists. It's fine.
Bird just Greg runs in and just starts unceremoniously chopping. All right. That's straight up enough. He just dies. He doesn't
fucking.
He doesn't even get the chance. The others, I don't. Well, one of them's awake. You more or less run in. The one guy kind of is still awake. He looks up from his book. You see that he's reading like a novel or maybe a spell book, preparing his spells for the day, and you just ice him. And his friend on the opposite side, who's doing much of the same thing, is just like,
too evil for me.
Why? And roll for initiative.
Oh, I missed this game.
Alright, I'm just gonna drag him off so I can add the druids to the initiative order. Okay. It was like a weird.
I'll be back in a
why?
second.
This is terrible. What kind of company am I keeping?
So you're late to ask that question.
Okay, did the rest of you guys? No. None of you guys have rolled initiative yet.
I rolled
Oopsie.
initiative. I rolled 7.
Yeah. But you're not a guy.
Uh-huh.
There we go.
Get out of here with your quibbly nonsense. Okay.
Also, Wander,
Yeah?
I apologize. You spend hours working on these big boss monsters, and then we unceremoniously get rid of them.
This is
within
why
minutes.
this is why I don't do this whole like spend hours each week prepping D&D and the map quality has decreased a little bit. I'm like, at this point I can only go for quantity over quality, because if I try quality, then you would, but it's like a rule. If I do like a really nice map, you spend the least amount of time on it.
I was waiting for Bird's reaction, but he just never opened Discord.
Oh, did you? Alright, well that's getting into the video. Until Bird gets here and we have something else to do. We all just get to look at Bird face.
And what's up with the scar and the red hair?
Anime.
Oh, okay.
Have you been working on this entire session?
I'm back.
Welcome back.
It's very hard to pee while laughing at the sound effect of. Alright. We're good though. Alright.
Bird, you should open up Discord, by the way. You're a hot
happening in
topic of
Discord?
conversation right now.
Oh, why? What the fuck, dude? Ah! God!
I want that picture to keep growing.
Oh, I'm actually disgusted right now. Yeah, I'm repulsed.
Well, we know he's not a narcissist at this point.
All right, do I roll for initiative
Yeah,
now or
you
something?
do.
Like, okay.
Yep.
Alright, there you go. Coincidentally, it's your turn again.
Yep, he went in axes blazing, so, or glaive, I should say.
That was way more rolls than I meant to do.
Okay, well, you needed to re-roll at least one of them.
And not even one of them was a 1 or a 20.
Yeah?
Good.
That's good.
So, you need to... So, you do...
This guy.
Okay. Jeez. I don't think he's flat-footed. So you hit him twice for 44 damage. Okay. So, more or less, you ice his friend, and then in one, like, smooth action, step across and just wail on his face. Hence the weird noise, I guess. Okay, Drez, it's your turn. Greg is doing horrors to these druids. You aren't murder hobos. You guys roleplay real well. But you are murder. Murder something.
we're in a hurry, and they keep attacking us.
We're gonna do a sequel campaign at
This is
some
where we're
point.
gonna find out
you
that
guys
these
are
were
just
the
going to
good
be the
druids
bad
that
guys.
we were supposed to talk to. We're gonna find out
It's
these
like
are the
the
secret.
druids desperately trying to stop us.
We're gonna find out these are
Play
the
from the
secret,
druid
like rebel
perspective.
druids that were against the other ones.
I
and we
mean,
just ran in and massacred them all.
Currently, we're
outside.
running around with
Hey,
ancient
you know what?
necromancers from like before recorded knowledge that are.
You know what, Drez? If we kill the splinter cell from the terrorist group, it sounds like a big old plate of not my problem. All right.
It'd be exactly like what happened to me in Dark Souls 3, where you fight like the 500 different guys that are like in the cages, like the groups of dudes in cages. Then randomly one of them's an NPC that gives you like a quest and a faction and everything. It's like, how would you notice? They all attack you.
I realize I really should probably consult somebody on this one. I wonder if my brother's awake.
Are you talking about the bomb?
Yeah.
Because I have some people. Lance Smites is currently trying to do the math on figuring
Yeah,
out how big
because
the
I would
explosion
I
is.
would love the actual number on that.
We might want
We also
to.
need to know exactly how big the creature is.
He estimated it about 7,000 feet of like mass, or like
Cubic feet
what
of
is
mass.
it?
It's
Well, okay,
Yeah.
how long is it? By,
so
like, what
this
its
is
diameter
way
was?
this is way bigger than a standard purple worm. Like this thing was supposed to be the boss for literally the next 3 maps. Ish.
Oh, you mean we were supposed to encounter it
Oh my
again and again
God.
and again? Like
Yeah,
we
it turns
beat
out
back?
you can just polymorph it and say fuck it. So
Oh man.
yeah,
I have a backup plan. Don't worry. But we have to finish the current fight first. Where's my goddamn lightning spell? The one Bird's fighting is not dead yet?
no, he's missing a lot.
I've hit the point where I have enough spells now that I have trouble keeping track of what tab each one's in. Lightning bolt straight ahead. Like through the dudes.
Through both of them, yeah.
Bzzz.
Okay, so you let's see. So the first guy is not flat-footed. So he perfect dodges it. And then the other
my
guy
God.
is flat-footed and gets hit by the lightning bolt. Might want to give future bosses resistance polymorph. Nope.
All I can think about in the background is just this ticking clock of what's going to happen. I'm like, it's hard to think about the fight that we're in.
Yeah.
No,
You know what's great, Drez, is that you fucked us all, and thank you. Good job.
turns out
I have
he's the
another
real
plan
axe
to
of
get-
wonder.
I have another plan to get out of it, believe it or not.
I mean, couldn't. Oh yeah, I already released the concentration, so it's already a bubbling mass in there, right?
No.
Yep, it's happening. But
Yeah.
but it'll be fine until
You
Passwell
managed to make
happens.
the world's first nuclear bomb hundreds of years before science could ever potentially even understand the universe enough to attempt it.
Okay. Okay, so
Here's the
you're
issue:
lighting
is do
bolt
our
the
characters know that there's any risk?
Well, we do know that the one.
I mean,
the one necromancer stated
Are
that
the
it
We
was
just
boiling,
assume that the worm's gonna explode out.
and that
Yeah.
the boiling liquid.
We
would
assume we're gonna
approach us.
drown, not realize we're gonna explode to death.
Where's my knowledge science check?
All right, screw it. I'm gonna do a knowledge engineering. I have a lot of intelligence.
yeah.
I might actually be able to know this. Where is
In the middle of
just generic
combat, you're
knowledge?
thinking this. Like, what are the repercussions of what just
Yeah,
transpired?
No, I'm gonna
Smartest
retroactively say I thought about it during Drez's
He's the smartest person
plan.
in the party.
Yeah. I'm just gonna do just a regular int roll. Well,
I don't really plan ahead. I kind of just reflexively do things.
But these numbers that Wander is calculating on the other screen are starting to scare me. Because they're large.
It's
Very
yeah. All right. Yeah, so I'm estimating this thing has a diameter of about 30 feet and a length of about 300.
That's a big worm.
I told you.
So being contained in how large was the sphere that Drez made?
10 feet.
Bet you didn't think today would go like this, Wander.
No.
This is the
This
end
might
of
be a
Grave
short
of
session.
Man.
Actually, we'll see.
No.
As
Okay.
I destroy the setting we're in. And
Oh,
we have to wait
Lauren,
for
it's
the
your
next one to
turn,
be
by the
made.
way. There's, two injured druids, one fresh-ish druid.
Okay, well, I'm only at 25 health out of 80, so I need to drink up, I suppose. Not that will help me in a couple of minutes when the murder blob.
We better
cascades
hope
over
that I
us.
don't break concentration.
Yeah, okay, so how much was a large healing potion again? Was it a die 6 plus 4?
Are you healing?
I need to.
Okay. A large healing potion is 8 die 4 plus 8.
8. Okay. Really?
How big was the sphere, by the way? Because you didn't make a big sphere.
10 feet.
Did you go 10 feet?
I think it's always 10 feet, right?
No, he could make it smaller. Like, he said he dropped it down the hole.
I wasn't really going for big. No, I was going more like crystal ball.
Yeah, so this is
Oh.
this is like what is the size of like
It's even
Mysterio's
worse.
helmet?
Yeah, that's probably accurate.
Oh, no.
Let's see
I
if
swear I have a backup plan, but I am thinking about how if I break concentration, I'm getting hit.
I'm going to assume Mysterio's helmet's about, what do we think, a foot? No, foot and a half. Let's do foot and a half diameter, which is
Oh boy!
still like,
I created
what?
a fun math problem for people.
four and a half.
There's a lot of people that are currently trying to figure out how to calculate exactly how big of an explosion you made.
Oh no. I mean, I know that it will be terrible, but I might
You know-
have to impose on Merrick again, and I don't know if Skitter will allow us to, but it's like another life and death situation. I just don't know, like, what other options we have.
No, we'll just finish this fight, and I have a fix.
Okay.
I already have a solution lined up.
Okay. Well, what?
Okay, so you quaff a potion, nothing. So the druids,
Oh,
not
you mean I can't do
Oh.
anything more because I'm just taking
well.
the potion?
You drink the potion and move.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
I want to move like further than this. Let's see, 5, 10. I just want to run past the druids.
Okay.
If possible.
Yeah, you can hear it from here, by the way.
Ah.
Like this noise. This noise is real loud.
We can hear what, the exploding thing?
The rumbling. I'm assuming it's incredibly loud. Everything hears it. You actually can hear shouts elsewhere.
Of
I
other
might be
druids?
destroying a kingdom for a second time.
Let me see. Let's see. I don't even know.
At what point do I become the antagonist of the series and the most wanted criminal in
right
Zagnath?
now.
Okay. So it is apparently... This thing is ridiculously large.
Somebody call minute physics.
Oh, man. I texted my physicist brother, but it looks like he's asleep. I mean, it is pretty close to midnight. It's a Saturday night, too. I might just call him in a bit anyway and see if he picks up. He might...
Just wake him up.
He's probably with his girlfriend, so I bet I could...
Well, Saturday? I thought that your parents said it was other weeknights.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, it was Wednesdays and Saturdays, so we might be okay. I'm too distracted by this explosion. I can't even think about what they would do.
About what the druids are doing, you mean?
The explosion is rather important.
Yeah, like that's my problem. I don't know.
Phone a friend. Maybe. I feel like this is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
You know what? Let's just assume you beat these druids.
Okay.
It takes like 2 more rounds to dispatch them.
Wait, I was just
Maybe
gonna
you
run
get
past
hit
them.
by something. I don't know. What are you planning? Combat? There's no combat. Anything you run into is more scared by the horrible rumbling noise, or more interested than fighting you.
I strongly recommend that everyone groups up on me.
Okay, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna do another
We're
wall
gonna want
force?
to get. We're gonna want to squeeze together.
How tightly?
I give Drez a big ol' hug.
Oh gosh, your armpits are smelly.
I'm so sorry.
Actually,
I'm so sorry.
I don't know if it's his armpits or if it's the necromancers that are smelling more.
So, now what?
Is he gonna wall of force us?
All right. Lauren, hand me 5 mana crystals.
Okay, let's see if I have that many. Inventory. Mana crystals. I should have a lot of mana crystals. Maybe it's on page 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 7 left.
Okay.
Bloop.
Now, what?
Did you just switch the wall of force to be around
We're
us?
all contained inside of a sphere that cannot take damage and nothing physical or magical
10
can
minutes.
pass through it. Yeah, but that breaks concentration, causing the other one to disappear.
Okay.
Hopefully
So
this
you
lasts
guys-
like
now,
long after
I'm
the
not-
Hopefully you
fallout.
do it instantly.
I am no expert in physics, so if somebody
We're gonna be the only thing left.
if somebody wants to correct me on this, I would love to maybe go back to this because we just Grave of Man is over. You won?
What do you mean?
What?
We're gonna have
So almost immediately nothing.
I guess it's time for you to make that space campaign.
Yeah, so
Because we're going there now.
Okay, well, what if I draw chalk on the inside of your wall of force so that we can like teleport elsewhere, or to destroy the whole world or the whole
So-
continent?
almost immediately just everything outside of this sphere of force.
Wait,
Testing,
wait,
testing,
wait.
testing.
Is everything
April Fool.
is literally everything inside the city bubble going to be disintegrated except us, and then we're just sitting in a bubble?
Do we have
They're like, we'd like to come out now outside.
You
these walls."
disintegrated all matter inside this bubble.
So Lance, seeing as he was doing the physics, and you know what? Here, I'm just gonna call my brother. I'll be back. You guys can talk for a second. Hopefully he'll be awake.
but if
In Drez's defense,
Is it-
he doesn't understand nuclear technology.
wait, so is this gonna destroy the village and the castles and the mage district? and
Everyone we
everything
know
else?
and love is dead.
well, except
I mean, you did that yourself. We established that earlier this episode.
I mean, so long as Skitter's with Merrick in the other city. Oh no, I should tell Skitter, make sure that you're far away from
No,
Zagnog.
Skitter's fucking dead.
Wait, what do you mean?
He exploded.
Well, no, we don't know where he is. He went back into Merrick's door and he said he would find us later.
I hear him talking in the background.
Yeah, he's asking his brother the physics question.
If this is how it ends, I'm gonna be kind of sad.
He's
Boy,
explaining
did
about the
today
worm.
take a side. Today really took a turn.
You know what disappoints me most about this current situation,
I mean,
aside
I was
from...
just going for a splat.
You see, I was going to go for a splat by just potentially dropping the jar down into that very same hole, but then having it come out on its, like, you know, and just fill up the chamber, but then possibly get squished or erupt out of the chamber, but only to its own dimensions. But the fact that you that it was condensed and then condensed in another space and then...
I wonder what we'll have more time spent on it. The time spent drawing the worm or the time spent calculating the outcome of its death. This is suspense.
Oh, I think he's just leaving a message. Yeah, he left a message for his brother. Wander seems pretty defeated. Can we just, like, have it that only its guts explode out and everything
No.
doesn't get destroyed?
No. You guys...
The screen's just fucking black.
Wait, so what are we seeing? Are we seeing like everything crumbling
Oh,
around us and red guts or what?
No, you don't see anything. If it's a nuke, it took out so much that like you guys are in space.
Wait, how are we in space?
Did we get catapulted straight up into space?
Probably. I mean, you're directly next to the thing.
Why don't we just bounce off the barrier?
No.
Oh, right, there's the barrier.
We broke the city barrier.
Oh yeah, that city barrier is not meant to contain a black hole and or nuke. Probably.
It
wait,
might
but
actually be time for your space campaign.
But it's magic.
We're gonna collide into like a ship and just start our new lives in space.
We're gonna start playing Stars Without Number instead.
We're gonna be a strange bubble of people flying
so-
through space, and then like a tractor beam picks us up. Cliffhanger.
So spoiler
Cut to credits.
Spoilers-ish question mark. One of the plot points that I hadn't revealed yet was the people that were doing the barrier were idiots and they only put it over the top. And so like these purple worms have just been going all over the place, more or less just wrecking shit underground and nobody knew. And that was going to be like kind of a thing with the Drow, but they kind of kept getting alienated by the party, so it never was relevant.
I
and
extended the olive branch to the Drow
effectively
several
at one
times.
point you guys were going to, like, after this you were literally going to pop out outside the barrier and realize, oh, things are worse out here. Because there's no...
Wait, how can they get worse?
There's nobody maintaining the barrier anymore. Like, the druids were right all along, quote unquote, or something like that.
Wait, the outside world's completely destroyed too?
Not necessarily, but you know,
it was gonna go from 28 days later to 28 weeks.
Yeah,
later.
it was going to be a little
really.
bit more of a problem than just like Zagnoth, and that was going to be a thing. And so like
It was gonna be like the end of a 1970s science fiction movie. Oh no.
Well, we could have Durf be the pilot of the ship that tractor beams us.
yeah, but like I literally, my solutions at this point are time travel, new campaign, or everyone dies.
No.
I'm not ready to say goodbye to not Drez. I'm gonna say goodbye to him.
That's the most Freudian slip of them all.
I mean, wait, so is Merrick's shop destroyed? Is Skitter dead? Like, if I...
Kahuna's dead.
Oh yeah, Kahuna is 100% dead.
No, Kahuna! Drez, why do we do this? Why?
You can't blame this on Drez on a character knowledge standpoint. He definitely was not considering the nuclear implications of worm murder.
I'm real
Holy
glad
shit.
I didn't plan the second half of that dungeon.
Oh, that's what this is all about. You're just using the bomb as an excuse to not make the other half of the dungeon.
So here. Let's. I'm gonna roll you guys back to the place. Let's go over what's not there anymore, so we can. Here's a spoiler of the things that never happened.
You can feel the difference between this time and the time that Wander meant for me to destroy the castle.
Yeah. So, you know, you guys are where you are. There's kind of the barracks, multiple. You'd have some extra druids kind of coming to reinforce, or if you took the peaceful option, multiple people to talk to. There's also an item that would make it so you could rest better, faster and whatever.
Looked
and
like
then,
there's a place with potions and a circle and a
yeah,
bunch of papers.
there's going to be a little armory. You could get some like spell crystals, restock on things, and then there was a locked door to the north. You know, this thing, and you were supposed to find the key for, and it was like a special key that like you couldn't open normally. And then the lower one is a secret door that you might find, might not find, but that's where they made all the poison for Zagnoth. And there was, you know, a fancy thing potentially there for Drez to upgrade his poison blight abilities or something like that. And then there was going to be like, you know, just a storeroom. There's going to be a small fight in here. The druids had flooded the entire tunnels with acid so that you know, the cultists couldn't get in. And the purple worm was going to kind of ambush you after you turned off the acid and stuff and chase you down into this room and then convert it into, you know, kind of a little battle zone. Then you'd fight it and then adventure around some more and eventually get through here and more or less fuck up some more druid stuff probably and have some kind of grand revelation up in the the circular, watery room that I hadn't really finished yet because I didn't figure you'd get there.
I am your father.
in
No.
time. But
Well, you certainly can't do this in video games.
no, you can't.
Oh my god, the multi-layered revelations of like realizing the implications of what had occurred over the course of 10 minutes.
I mean, one way or another, this is it for
Went
the
from
night.
"ha, this'll kill it" to "ha, that's mean" to "oh my god, there's gonna be a gore found" to "oh my god, we deleted the reality."
I actually need
Like,
somebody who knows their shit to tell me just how bad this was.
yeah, because, like, I've watched documentaries on, like, Nagasaki and Hiroshima and stuff. And, I mean, obviously being at Ground Zero is terrible. But there were people that survived in, like, nearby buildings and stuff. Granted, they got horrible radiation burns and whatnot, but...
You know, I think I know what... I think I know what happens. I guess I'll send you guys some Starfinder PDFs for next week.
Wait, we're really gonna start Starfinder?
Well, no, I was thinking about this, and it's like, even if Divine Intervention came through and, like, undid everything... Oh, I got a text from my brother. Not a black hole, close to the density of a neutron star.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, no.
Yeah, so you fucked the planet up good.
That's a Sagnoth with the everything.
Yeah.
My family!
Wow,
no,
that escalated.
this couldn't have happened. This can't. I
Yeah, okay, here, let me read my brother's text message. Oh, goodness. Not a black hole. Close to the density of a neutron star, comma, though. Wow. Yeah, so, I was thinking about this, and it's like, even if Divine Intervention came through, you guys are not going to be allowed anywhere near Zagnoth at this point. Or anything for that matter.
One thing I have to ask, how have the mages and how has no one else destroyed the world in this way? Like,
Dude, magic just does this.
Oh my god.
like, but
I think
tons of
actually
people
no.
have magic.
I think the point is, and this might be my canonical answer until I think about this more. This probably happens not infrequently. This is why there's gods, inevitables, greater planar beings. To more or less be like,
Like someone has to hand slap us away from destroying reality.
Yeah, so they're like, oh,
temporarily turn back time.
here are some.
It's gonna be like the church episode from season 1 of Doctor Who.
Yeah, so here,
It's like you can't do that. We have to undo that.
here.
Oh my god, you can make a whole plot. You can make a whole season out of us undoing this.
Yeah. But first, you're gonna have to get back, or something.
You could.
Oh my god, is this the end of season 2 of Grave of Man?
Three.
This is season 3.
Yeah.
You can
yeah.
you can retcon something, but you have to earn it.
Yeah.
You can't just like hand wave something away. It has to be like a plot.
Yeah. No, and in fact, I know exactly what happened.
Oh my god, we just Infinity Ward.
You did.
Yeah.
Except for instead of half your
Drez,
number,
You
see you
suck
guys next
so
time
much.
for Infinity War Part
Drez
2.
is super Thanos.
We'll see you guys in Infinity War Part 2 whenever Wander figures out how to write it. And then we'll just mysteriously continue from where we left off in Season 5.
Well, what I'm wondering is, were we propelled into the barrier or out through the barrier into space, or what's going on?
Oh no, everything.
We just got catapulted straight into the stars.
Well, I'm not sure because like you guys are effectively inside a neutron star. You're elsewhere.
I think
you don't know where.
no,
you
we
are.
were
Wait, what?
we were flung.
We may
the
be
force of the
propelled.
explosion would propel us
And if we're
way out
being
of the
propelled-
gravity.
Yeah,
pull.
probably.
Yeah,
I'm imagining the spontaneous explosion of such magnitude might attract.
would probably draw some attention. Yes.
Yeah, it probably draws attention, which would explain how we get picked up within the 10
Oh
minute
no,
time.
I've got plenty of answers for how you guys get picked up.
Wait, Greg's not gonna die.
No.
This got exciting.
But what about my father and my mother and
Exploded.
and Skitter
Exploded.
and
Exploded.
It's fine. It's fine. We're just having our Crisis of Infinite Earths moment.
Hey, all of our weapons are gonna suck now because
it's
we're
a
gonna go to
crossover
like
event.
Starfinder, and they're not gonna be able to do any damage because an accident gonna
my
do shit.
void sword is still gonna be awesome.
Okay, your void sword will be the only viable weapon now.
Our characters are all just gonna crash land in like Splattercats campaign or something.
That'd be a weird crossover.
Oh.
I think I'm gonna.
All right, well, the future is uncertain for our noble heroes.
Yeah.
Who just murdered people in their sleep.
Yeah.
And also everyone else.
Yeah.
We currently.
And Drez is leading the leaderboard.
Yeah. Drez, you level up a bunch.
Wow, your
Nobody
kill
else
death
does.
ratio.
Oh my god, I have like infinite levels.
Greg, your KD is enormous.
Actually,
I mean, not
to
Greg,
be
Drez.
totally honest,
If I
that
never-
is actually. Oh.
If I had never polymorphed the worm, this all wouldn't have happened.
You just gotta keep Hendersoning everything.
Well, yeah,
so.
there's one other. There's also Drez's backstory, which I haven't told anybody, which is kind of important. Which we were
He
going.
was destined to destroy the world.
No?
Wait, no.
Because that'd be great. If I just accidentally fulfill my prophecy without hearing about it.
No prophecy. No, you're probably fine. I was just like, man, I was going to kind of pace out who Drez was, and now, well, that certainly doesn't matter. I don't think Drez is ever going to find out who or what he is.
That's consistent. What is today? What is this?
The Necromancers seem really entertained, by the way.
I'm just taking solace in Bertame right now.
No, don't do that.
Just stroking the monitor.
I'm gonna have to make a Bertame V2 emoticon. 'Cause
Okay.
The previous Bertame was already an emoji
So,
in my server.
I'm going to look at the Henderson scale for a bit, just so I can rank this.
just to see
This
if
is
I
2.
broke that too.
This is greater than 2. I
Yeah.
This is world ending. This is.
Okay, here we go. I just wanted to read it. Okay, so we are... let's just go down the list of excessive Henderson scale. So, a special notch on the Henderson scale that is achieved under certain conditions and specific reaction by the GM. This is 1.25, by the way. The action undertaken is derailed the entire plot, and rather than trying to make a new plot, the GM has announced that rocks fall, everybody dies. It kind of... no. I mean, you guys don't die.
No, because we lived.
Yeah, you lived. So, 1.5...
I mean, we're following through with the outcome of the action.
Yeah,
Right, but we die in 10 minutes without
1.5 is this
that's
action
the cliffhanger.
has undertaken a team party kill. No.
Effectively, it would have.
Kind of, yeah, but like it'd be boring for you guys to just like run out of air in a wall of force in space.
There's still hope for now. It's like that part in The Martian. He had less than 10 minutes when he was stuck in the little capsule.
Yeah.
Well, the good thing is the Necromancers
So-
don't need to
We actually have it good.
1.75
planet.
actually seems pretty accurate. The action undertaken has killed the entire party, and everyone involved in the plot, and has ruined the game, and likely caused the GM to begin seizing, attempt to strangle the perpetrator, laugh uncontrollably, or just sit there in shock. So yeah, definitely that last one.
Yeah, that 1.75 sounds
For the
pretty
first
obvious.
parts, I was
Yeah.
like, joke's on them, I'm in a different time
But
zone.
2 full double Hendersons is the action undertaken has decimated the plot and universe so utterly that the entire game had to be scrapped. Retcon posted on TG, I guess this is a 4chan thing, and the GM has to begin an entirely new game. Yeah?
Between 1.75
There's a lot of
and 2.
examples in
Yeah.
this.
And then greater than 2 is near mythic levels, unpresentable by number in this or any scale. The action undertaken has undergone all steps above, except possibly the last one. Either way, the game somehow refuses to go away and die. Maybe the GM initiated the scratch, which I believe reboots the universe. Yeah. I don't want to read about Homestuck to figure out what the scratch is. But the game remains in some form, screwing with the players. Only one person, to our knowledge, managed to actually do it. Well,
I mean, if
have fun, Keith. You get your 2 people.
but if I had been able to use my evil dagger to open up a rift and throw the jar in there, would that have been better?
No. You can cut things. You can't...
So it's not like the
Close
Bayezid
them.
one.
No.
Yeah, you can't close it back
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, so you can cut something further, but you can't, like, make a new hole. You'd just be stabbing the air.
No, so
You probably... I mean, you could make a vacuum if you stabbed long enough. But that would be, like, infinite levels of stabbing over the course of a very, very long time. Anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna have to write a new campaign for a while. I mean...
And then after we retcon it all, we can have Star Trek 3, The Search for Skitter.
Well... Yeah,
as we try to refine this long lost character.
That's actually one of the major questions people are asking. What happened to Skitter?
He got exploded.
I don't know.
Well, he was wherever Merrick
you guys
was
didn't
elsewhere.
rest.
No, we didn't rest.
No,
I mean,
we never rest. Of course,
his
we didn't
stealth
rest.
is pretty OP. He might be able to just hide from galaxy
No,
ending events.
don't think he can avoid that. But it's really a toss-up on whether or not he left Merrick's shop yet or not.
Is Merrick's shop not on the planet?
No.
Oh,
That'd be awesome.
No, he hasn't been...
He's on another plane.
He's never been on the material plane.
Okay, well,
Or at least the one you guys are on.
That's
yeah,
important.
you
Yeah.
see, I was wanting to like scribble my chalk on the inside of this ball and go to Merrick's shop, even though he probably wouldn't like it, and we'd probably have to kick the Necromancers out. Like, goodbye,
Do you
Necromancers.
or do you consider it?
Well, I want to.
Okay.
We have no other option. Aren't we floating
All
in
right.
space?
So...
Wait, what is she
I
doing?
want to chalk the inside of the wall of force.
I have so many new questions.
You know, like...
Isn't that gonna kill us?
Can
I
you
feel like that's gonna kill
No.
us.
Can you chalk?
No, wait, we open...
Well, it's
we're
something...
opening-
It's a surface.
We're opening a portal.
Can
It's a surface.
you draw on like a magic barrier?
I mean, it's a surface.
I don't think it comes into contact with it though. I think that it like pushes it away, right?
I don't know.
Do a strength check.
It just
See how
says- it
strong
just-
you can like
It
grind
just says
it
nothing
into
can
the
pass
surface.
through it. It technically doesn't say you can't touch it.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just
I
a
always
weird-
thought it was a
Would
surface
it have,
that you could like
would it have
paint on
friction
it.
to draw on?
I mean, assuming... Because you can climb a wall of force.
Do we have just like a shield that we can draw a door on? No, nobody uses shields in this party.
Nope.
Greg has a cape.
Yeah, like we could
Just like stretch it out and
definitely
draw a
have
door on the
something to
cage.
draw on. Like I was wanting to use the chalk to draw. I had mentioned this actually when we were like first were plopped into this wall of force. I was like, hey, you know, maybe I could get us into Merrick's shop or draw us out, or like even in the hallway. But so is it alright if we do that?
Yeah.
Would that like not end the campaign if we're going to another plane?
I mean... and
It's still a new
Yeah,
campaign.
no matter what you do,
regardless.
this Grave of Man is over. Or at least... in its current incarnation.
We put everyone in their graves.
Yeah, there's no plot. You made it.
We have to literally bring back the planet.
Yeah,
if
the
we want
material
to have
plane
Grave
is
of
the
Man.
Grave of Man. You have succeeded.
We can
The
still
whole
have stories with these characters.
Because it was a
but
neutron
they're-
star, the whole plane was destroyed? Like the planet?
Well, I mean
just that planet. But the entire story of Grave of Man was on that planet.
All the Triton gone.
Yeah, they're dead.
Unless they went back to the plane of water, but they would be unawares.
The best part about all of this is none of this was my weird homebrew shit that did this. It was just
Yeah.
it was just 2 spells.
After 500 made-up items and bizarre rules,
Including a
we
fucking
just use the
lightsaber.
normal mechanics of the game, and we destroy reality.
So, are we gonna try to get to Merrick's shop? I mean, we're floating in space. Are we gonna be picked up by a spaceship before the time runs out, or are we gonna circle our way to Merrick?
I mean, this is all for Wander to.
Well, no,
think
this
about.
is all. How do you guys want the next campaign to start? I guess. Because I straight up full disclosure, I'm not even gonna hide shit. Either you guys get picked up by a spaceship, or you go to Durf's shop. Those are the only 2 escapes that I can see you.
You mean
mean-
Merrick's?
Yeah, sorry,
Merrick's
did I
shop.
say Durf? People keep asking if Durf will join, and this would be a good jumping in point.
If he was a
Yeah.
captain
We'll
of
talk
some
about
ship.
we'll talk about it.
Okay.
But so are you guys going to be on a ship or
I mean, that's exciting.
Maybe you should put it up as a poll for
pretty
the
exciting.
fans or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It would be a whole new system to learn, but we have all the Starfinder books here. It's just...
I am fucking reeling.
I'm just chilling out on my phone.
I can't
I
process.
already made my peace with everything in the world.
That's because you found out Greg's alive.
Basically, as soon as I figured out Greg's alive, I was like, okay, the details will work themselves out.
All that you care about is Greg, and all that Greg cares about is Greg.
I know.
Until he remembers Skitter.
Like...
Oh, no!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I mean, hopefully Skitter's still in Merrick's shop, but... I mean, my father, as far as I knew, went to the shore, but if he's involved with eldritch beings, he could be off the plane too, but I know that my mother would be dead, and I just drew a picture of her.
Well, there's no way I'm hack jobbing a campaign. I'll try and have stuff done for next week.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Is Space Finder or whatever, is that Starfinder? Is Starfinder a different engine? Or is it still the engine?
We still play it through Roll20.
Yeah, we can play it through Roll20. So what Pathfinder is it's
Starfinder.
Yeah, Starfinder. Well, it's Starfinder
Isn't
and Pathfinder
it
are the same
3.5
system.
Dungeons
Yeah, so
and
it's
Dragons?
it's based off of the third edition D&D.
Okay.
So the rules are going to be slightly different. We'll have to. Honestly, I might just start you guys back at level 1 and maybe loot some of your equipment for a while, just for the sake of. Otherwise, well, no, fuck it. You'll just.
I think a hard reset is perfectly fine.
Well, I'll think about that. I might even let the audience vote on some of these things.
Okay.
Whew.
Yeah. But
As long as Greg's still alive.
yeah. Well.
How am I even gonna do anything else today? I can't. I'm just thinking about this.
Oh no, I'm just gonna go draw in bed.
I'm
like this.
distraught because your characters didn't really have anyone that you cared about much at all, but
I had Skitter. How dare you say that?
well, no, we
It's
know
time
that
for
Skitter,
it's time for
we know that
Lauren's gritty reboot.
we know that if Skitter is with Merrick
It's
on
time
a
for
different
Punish to
plane,
Lauren.
then yeah, Skitter should be okay. But
Oh, Lauren's gonna get an eye patch.
wait, what?
And she'll become
be-
punished
yeah.
to Lauren. Whew.
But yeah, so you might not have created a black hole, but you probably cracked the planet in half or something ridiculous like that, which is fun.
Pretty badass.
Yeah, no, works great for a Starfinder campaign. Straight up, your homeworld is still there, but it's fucked up.
Well, I mean, if you cracked a planet in two, though, wouldn't whatever kind of magnetic field was protecting you from the rays of the sun go away? All of the heat sources.
Oh yeah, pretty much
everything-
anybody
yeah,
on the
it'd be
planet would
destroyed.
die within a day.
Yeah, it would.
Plus or minus every mysterious, invincible location that magic people made.
Yeah.
Which suddenly are less secret because they're just free floating in a void.
Well, that was not the ending I was expecting, or the methods to get there, but I guess for now that might actually be the end of Dungeons and Dragons Grave of Man. Luckily, it's the beginning of something new, something exciting, something different, something weird. But rest assured, no matter what, the story will go on. Just in space. Thanks for watching.